Did you see the explosive price action on Bitcoin just then? Oh wait, it hasn't happened yet, but it's about to happen very soon. So that's because since the massive drop to 30,000, Bitcoin has been stuck for the last 2 weeks or so in a sideways triangle wedge. And when it does break out of this long triangle wedge, whichever direction it decides to take up or down, it's going to be an explosive move. We measure the height of the wedge be about $10,000 or so. So which means an upward move will take Bitcoin to about 48,000 or even 50,000. And equally, a downward break would take Bitcoin straight to about 24,000. We're now literally in the tip of that triangle wedge now, with not much time left for Bitcoin to make up its mind. So which way is Bitcoin going to break? Up or down? To me, it actually doesn't matter. Yes, it will go to 48,000, possibly even 50,000, but that would still be a dead cat bounce, or what technical analysis call a retracement. Because see that 3.5 month head and shoulder pattern it broke from, which led it to break down to the 30,000 level. In classic charting theory, it's always meant to do a retracement back to about 48 to 50,000 and then continue its downward trajectory. Unless we see significant evidence of the whales coming in, large buying volume, then we possibly have bottom at 30,000. And if Bitcoin prices break down from the wedge, then we're going to get a big test at 30,000, where I expect a lot of buying to come in to support Bitcoin. But if that level breaks, then we're going straight down to 24,000, where I think Bitcoin is likely to make a bottom somewhere in the low 20s and then head back up to continue the bull run. Both my supporters and haters have been asking me, when do I think the 20,000 price for Bitcoin is going to happen? First of all, I never said specifically 20,000. I've always been saying into the 20s, with 20,000 as a possible target, and very likely into the mid 20s, maybe even lower 20s. This was the first video I did right after the May 19th crash down to 30,000. And of course, I'm describing what will happen over the next couple of months. Yes, I said it's going to happen over the next 2 months, and it's only been 2 weeks. This is a big downward trend, so don't expect it to end anytime soon. We're breaking down from a 3-month plus long head and shoulder pattern. It ain't going to get reversed over 2 weeks. So even if next week Bitcoin was to rebound to 48,000, I still don't think this is a real recovery. Because if it is a real recovery, then people are thinking this is a V-shaped recovery. Whilst in the last 2 weeks, Bitcoin has been going sideways, spending all that time in that long wedge, there hasn't been any buying pressure from the whales. No selling from them either. So then I asked myself, how can that be a V-shaped recovery if the whales are not buying even at 35,000? What about the shrimps, the retailers? Are they buying? Yes, they are buying a lot of AMC. So even the retailers' buying efforts have been diluted by the crazy action going on at AMC. Thus, to sum up in one sentence, the view that I expressed for Bitcoin day after the crash to 30,000 has not changed. We might get a few dead cat rebounds as high as 48,000, maybe even 50, but most likely we're going into the 20s. We're at the very minimum another retest of 30,000.